Friends from the media, good afternoon and welcome to today's press conference. Now you may ask questions.
谢谢发言人。总台央视记者提问：日前，国际货币基金组织驻华首席代表方奈特接受采访时表示，中国将为2023年全球经济增长贡献1/3左右的重量，并预测中国经济在2024年将保持良好增长。发言人对此有何评论？
我们注意到有关的报道，近期包括国际货币基金组织、经济合作与发展组织在内的多家国际机构都纷纷调高了今年的中国经济增长预期，看好明年中国经济增长势头。各方普遍认为，中国是全球经济增长的最大引擎。国际货币基金组织的研究表明，中国经济的快速增长会对世界其他地区产生积极的溢出效应。中国经济每增长1个百分点，将使其他经济体的产出水平平均提高0.3个百分点。中国拥有世界上最有潜力的超大规模市场，政府出台的宏观政策措施有力推动经济恢复向好，加力实施货币政策和财政政策的空间充足。中国全面深化改革开放，为经济持续健康发展注入强大动力。 全球新一轮科技革命和产业变革，也为中国经济发展提供了更为广阔的舞台。总的看，中国发展面临的有利条件强于不利因素，经济回升向好、长期向好的基本趋势没有改变，支持高质量发展的有利条件不断积聚增多。我们欢迎全球工商界朋友继续在中国为世界。 将持续扩大高水平对外开放，不断改善营商环境，加强知识产权保护，形成具有全球竞争力的开放创新生态，与全球共享中国的发展红利。下一个问题。
Thank you. A question from AFP. On Tuesday, the spokesperson said that China's maritime disputes with the Philippines do not represent the entirety of the bilateral relationship, and that China was willing to handle them through dialogue and consultation. However, yesterday, Foreign Minister Wang Yi said the bilateral relationship is at a crossroads and told the Philippines to proceed with caution. Can the Foreign Ministry provide a reason for this sudden change in the tone of the statements towards the Philippines? And should we understand Minister Wang's words as a kind of implied threat to the Philippines? Thank you.
法新社提问：周二的时候，发言人在记者会上表示，海上争端不是中非双边关系的全部，中方希望通过对话和协商，同菲律宾方面解决问题。 但是昨天，王毅外长在同菲方通话的过程中称，中非关系处在十字路口，菲方要小心对待。我们想问一下，为什么中方对菲的表态有如此大的变化？王毅外长所说的话是否可以被认为是对菲方的威胁？
我建议你呢，首先认真的看一看。
First, I advise you look through the press notes we released.
中国在有关问题上的态度的有了很大的变化，这种解读是完全错误的。昨天中共中央政治局委员外交部长王毅同菲律宾外长马纳罗通电话。
At the invitation of Philippine Foreign Minister, Foreign Minister Wang Yi had a phone call with him, and Wang Yi said that the difficulties faced by the two countries are caused by the Philippines. The root cause is that the Philippines has changed its policy and position, and is going back on its own words. The deliberate infringement and provocation of the Philippines undermine China's legitimate rights and interests, and the Philippines must act prudently. As I also want to stress that with regard to the maritime disputes with our neighbors, China's position is consistent and clear and has not changed. Our position of properly managing disputes through dialogue and consultation has not changed. Our attitude of working with the Philippines to implement previously reached understandings and agreements has not changed, and our policy of working with ASEAN countries, including the Philippines, to safeguard peace and stability in the South China Sea has not changed. Of course, our determination to safeguard our sovereignty and legitimate rights and interests will not change either. We hope the Philippines will make the rational choice following the effective way of getting along with neighbors and working with China to properly handle and manage the situation at sea.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
彭博社。
Thank you. Senator Lindsey Graham said that he'll help draft sanctions to impose on China if it tried invading Taiwan. His warning came after a report that said that President Xi told Biden in a meeting in the U.S. last month that Beijing would reunify with Taiwan, but the timing has not yet been decided. Can I get your reaction?
彭博社，美国议员称，如果中国进攻台湾，将会对华进行制裁。此前还有报道称，上个月在习拜会上，习近平主席向拜登总统称，北京将会统一台湾，但是还没有确定的时间表。中方对此有何回应？
今年11月，习近平主席同美国总统拜登
This November, President Xi Jinping met with President Biden in San Francisco and elaborated China's position on Taiwan question. He pointed out that the Taiwan question is the most important and the most sensitive question in China-U.S. relations. China attaches importance to U.S. pledge commitment made in Bali, and U.S. should act on its word with concrete actions. Stop arms Taiwan and stop interfering in China's internal affairs. Next question, please.
Thank you. Question from RIA Novosti. The U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said earlier that the United States would welcome China playing a constructive role in trying to prevent attacks in the Red Sea. I wonder if China is ready to play a more active role in ensuring security in the Red Sea region. Thank you.
今日俄罗斯提问，美国国务院发言人马修米勒早些时候称，美方欢迎中方在阻止红海发生袭击方面发挥建设性的作用。中方是否愿意为维护红海地区安全发挥更积极的作用？
红海水域是重要
The
的国
Red
际货
Sea
物
is
和
an
能源贸易
important
通
route
道，
for trade of
维护该地
international
区安
goods
全
and
稳定，
energy.
符合国际社会
Safeguarding
的
the
努力。
security and stability of the
中方
region
一贯主
serve
张
the common
维护
interests
国际水道
of the
安全，
international community.
反对袭
China
扰民用船只
advocates
的
that
行
the
为。
safety of
我们
international
认为
sea
各
lands
方
need to be
特别是
protected
有影响力
and
的大国
opposes moves of
都应为维护红海水域航
attacking
道安全
and disturbing
发挥
civilian
建设
ships.
性、
We
负
believe
责任的
relevant
作用。
parties, especially major countries, need to play a constructive and responsible role in this regard. Next question, please.
大家还有问题吗？
Any more questions?
Thank you. One more from AFP. Just wanted to ask, given the continued fighting in Myanmar, especially the fighting near planned development along the China-Myanmar economic corridor, does the Foreign Ministry have any new comments on the conflict there? Thank you.
法新社提问：缅甸的冲突仍在继续，尤其是中缅边境的经济发展带附近仍然有战火，中方对此有何回应？
这两天呢，我们已经多次
In these days, we have elaborated China's position on the northern Myanmar situation,
我们一
and
直在
we have
积极的推动缅甸有关相关各方
efforts
切
to
实落实达
promote
成的共识，
relevant parties of
保持最
Myanmar
大的克制，
to
主
implement
动缓和现
the
地局势，管控好
what has
并
been
在过程
agreed,
当中
exercise
不断地摩擦
maximum
保持停
restraint,
火和谈的势头。我
actively
们将
ease the
继续
situation
做
on the
缅北
ground,
止战促
and
谈的工作，
properly
共同推动缅北局势
manage
缓和
sporadic
我们也希望
confrontation events,
缅方
and
相关各方
we will continue engaging parties
尽力
concerned
维
to
护
help
中缅边
end
境
the
的安
conflict
全稳定，
and promote
维护
talks in
中方
northern Myanmar,
在缅项目和人
and
民的安全。
will safeguard the security of Chinese people and Chinese enterprises in Myanmar. Next question, please.
谢谢发言人。昨天乌克兰把中国
Yesterday,
铁建集
Ukraine
团公司
added
列入了
China
国际
Railway
战
Construction
争
Cooperation to the list of international sponsors of the war. Does the Foreign Ministry have any comment?
中方在乌克兰问题
On the
上
Ukrainian
始
issue,
终站在
China
和平
always
一
stands
边，
on the
站
side
在
of
正义一
peace
边。
and justice.
我们坚决反对乌方有
I
关
firmly
机构
oppose
将中方
relevant
企业列入
authorities
相
of
关名
Ukraine
单，
adding Chinese
要求
companies
乌
to
方
relevant
立即
lists
纠正错
and
误，
ask the Ukrainian
消除
side
负
to
面影
correct
响。
its mistake at once and undo negative impact.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
There's a report that the Biden administration is considering increasing trade tariffs, particularly on electric vehicles. Can you respond?
有报道称，拜登政府正在考虑提高对中国电动车的关税，中方对此有何评论？
Could you repeat your question, please?
Could you repeat your question? 你能够重复一下问题吗？
Sure. There's a report that the Biden administration is considering increasing trade tariffs, in particular tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. Can you respond?
早在去年，美国通过包含有关税
Last year, the U.S.
减免措施的
adopted
通胀削减法案时，
Inflation Reduction
中方就已
Act
经对美
that
方对
including
不
tariff
正当、歧
the
视性的
tax
举措
reduction,
公开表
China
达了关
has
切。
raised its
相
concern
关措施以
over
安全为名，
this
奉行美国优先，违背
illegitimate
市场
and
机制和公平竞争原则，
discriminatory
威胁全球
act.
产业链供应链安全，是
Such
赤裸裸的保护主
measures
义。
violates the
涉嫌
principles
违
of
反世贸组
market
织对
economy
中国
and
国民待遇
fair
等原则，
competition
已经提出
and
就
undermine
引发了
the
包括美国
security
的欧
of
洲盟友
global
在内的多国
industrial
强
chains
制。
and supply chains. And it
美
is
方近期发布的所谓
protectionism
新规
and
是
has
美式
been
保护主义的升级版。
rejected by
中
many
方对此坚决反
U.S.
对。
allies. China
我们敦
firmly
促美方遵守世
opposes.
贸组织规
We
则，
urge the
维护公
U.S.
平竞
side
争的贸易
to
秩序，
abide by the
为各国企业提供公平公正、非歧视
WTO
的
rules
平摊
and provide
中方将密切跟踪后续情
fair,
况，
just,
必要
and
时采取措施
non-discriminatory
维护自身合法
environment, business environment. China will follow this closely and will do
下一个问题。
measures to protect its own legitimate rights and
大家还有
interests.
其他问题？
Next questions, please. Anyone
没有的
anyone
话今天的
questions?
记者会到此结束。
So this is the end of the press conference. Thank you.